What's up to my kings?
What's good to all my queens?
And welcome back to another video. For those who do celebrate Christmas, just want to say I hope you had a great and safe Christmas, because with everything going on, I mean, it's been pretty crazy. And for those who've seen our last video, you know that Mel got me these best self-intimacy cards. So I didn't really know what these were, so I didn't really react to it in the video, but what these are is a tool for deeper connection and conversation with your partner. I didn't know, but they've been trending a lot on like TikTok and on Instagram. Pretty much all platforms. And so I'm kind of excited to see what these cards actually have. And actually, let me show you what it looks like on the inside. Check this out.
I mean, I bought them, but I have no idea what the questions ask either, so I'm excited too.
Yeah, everybody say, ooh. Honestly, these look awesome. I like how neat they are. Look at it, look. Super neat. And then every color right here is a different category. Okay? So we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. All right, so this has the categories on it. This one, we're not gonna touch today because those questions are a little bit,
They're a little raunchy.
they're a little bit personal, right? But what we're gonna see how many cards we can hit today. We're gonna try to hit as many cards as possible. And yeah, I'm kind of excited and curious to see what these things got. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the video. All right, guys, so we're gonna get started.
You're gonna pick the first one.
I'm gonna pick the first one?
Hold on, I want you
Wait, hold on. What category are we doing?
Hold on, I was gonna take the raunchy ones out, and then I was gonna...
Why are you calling it raunchy? What is raunchy?
I don't say the word
raunchy.
raunchy.
What the heck is raunchy? Define raunchy. What? Earthy, vulgar, and often sexually explicit.
And these are what this is.
That's just a nasty ass word. That's a dirty word. Raunchy. You wanna get raunchy tonight?
So I took the intimacy ones out, and I'm gonna have you close your eyes and pick one. I think you're good. It's random.
This one's random. How can I make you feel more confident in our future?
Okay. I'll go first.
Together.
Okay. How can I make you more confident in our future together? I think I can definitely be more future focused. Meaning a lot of the time, you always come up with the ideas of like future stuff, and I feel like I'm always lacking in that category. Do you know what I mean? Like when it comes to a lot of different stuff.
You have to explain, like, cause
You don't know what I mean? Like in general, like when it comes to like stuff like getting a house or like about like our loans and stuff like that, like you're always like in the future focused mindset of stuff. So I'm saying I feel like I'm lacking in that category.
I feel like we both talk about the future. I mean, yeah, maybe I bring it up a little bit more. Or maybe I'm the one that's like thinking legit specifics. But at the same time, you have to give me, being inspecific. You're not being specific.
That is also my problem, that I'm not specific enough. So when it comes back to that, yeah, being more specific, like I feel like I should take more initiative to like, for example, look up apartments. Or, do you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, like look up apartments, like just look up places to live, like have ideas of like the future and kind of bring them up to you more often.
Okay. All right. So like, yeah, like,
Does that make more sense?
Yeah, like you said, look up.
Yeah, just take more initiative
on
to look up
future
endeavors. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
I'm not good with communication, if you guys couldn't tell.
All right. How can I make you more confident in our future together? I think I can do more things to show you that I'm already future oriented. Like I'm already.
I know, but like we just said.
Already thinking about the future all the time, man. So it's like tough because I'm always thinking about I'm like, okay, let's schedule this. Let's make sure, by the time that we have kids that we're like, everything I'm doing right now, I feel like is enough to show her like I'm in the future. Like I literally like when we're arguing, I'm like,
oh yeah.
How would we look to our children right now?
He does say that.
Like what are like the things that we're talking about right now? Like will our children, like, first of all, if we got let's just say a 5-year-old, does a 5-year-old even care what we're talking about right now? Like they just want their parents, mommy and daddy. They just want
happiness.
They just want us.
Yeah.
And we're sitting here just talking about things that they don't even care about. Like we should be we should be hanging out with our kid. Like, so for me, I'm always talking about the future. I think if I had to do more, it would just be like make more plans for the future. Maybe put together things. Maybe surprise her more with like.
I do like surprises.
With like future oriented things, you know, tickets to go somewhere, or maybe a plan to do something, you know, stuff like that. Like I
don't think it has to be as extravagant as like a plane trip.
Yeah, but you know, just at least showing you that I'm thinking about more than just right now or just talking about the past. I think that's something we probably gotta do some thinking about even after.
Yeah, some more digging.
Even after this video.
Yeah. It's a good pick.
Your turn.
Okay.
Your pick.
You hold it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
I don't know why I closed my eyes. Like, I don't want to see it.
This one.
Okay, great. All right, let's take that out.
Okay. Blue one. What's the blue one? Relationship.
Relationship? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can they see that? That looks pretty clear. I'll let you guys read that. What have been or remain to be the biggest points of contention in our relationship?
Biggest points of contention?
And how should we be working on it? I just want to know what contention means.
What is the definition of contention?
Heated disagreement. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
Ooh, the biggest points of disagreements in our relationship. And how should we be working on it? I answered the first one first. What's your turn?
So heated disagreements.
Yes.
Oh no. In our relationship, the biggest thing is that trust and respect are argued about because of lack of communication and misunderstandings. So if I had to say what can we work on, I think it would be basically just effective communication to avoid misunderstandings that are gonna have us arguing about trust and respect.
So for me, the biggest points of contention in our relationship, for me, is the number one is respect. It's a little different than actually what you were saying. Like, I agree with what you were saying, but my biggest point is like when we're arguing and we both get irritated to a point where we just don't care about what the other person has to say anymore, and then that's when the lack of respect comes into play.
So like that has to do with communication again.
Yeah, exactly. But for me, it's just this particular aspect.
So it'll be, I'm thinking you're saying more like that goes into self-control for me.
Yeah, like for me, that's like my biggest thing that I feel like you and I talk about all the time. Like when we get mad and it's just like, you know what, I feel like I can't get my point across, forget it. I don't care what you're saying, just leave me alone type of thing. Like I feel like that I feel like is a big point of contention for us. To me, at least.
That happens on both ends. Like for me, it'll be like, I feel like this is a waste of time. That's the majority of the reason why like I won't want to speak about something. For her, it'll just be like, I don't feel like I'm getting my point across, like she just said. That's her words, not mine.
Yes.
I don't feel like
those are my words.
I don't feel like I'm getting my point across. I'm not talking to you right now. Like, yo, I mean, you're like, what's going on? But for me, it's just like my morals. I just don't want to talk about something. I feel like we're wasting time. Like, why are we wasting time talking about that? We could be making a video right now. We could be traveling right now. We could be doing, but we're sitting here talking about something that honestly isn't so relevant to our relationship.
That mindset gotta change a little bit though.
Yeah, it does.
It does. Just slightly, because I can agree with what you're saying. Sometimes it's unnecessary.
Sometimes it's like the stupidest thing.
Yes,
like,
sometimes it is. And then sometimes it's me trying to get my point across to you and you're just like, I don't care because you think it's a waste of time.
Yeah, there are certain things that like you gotta get your emotions out, and it may not be important later, like 72 hours, it may not be something we're thinking about. But in that very moment, it's just something you want to get out.
It feels like I have to say it, yeah.
So that's where I have to come through and say, hey, like, you know what? It may not be important to me right now, but let me at least let her get her emotions out and explain to me what she has to, what she feels, because it'll make her feel better, and then we can just move on with our day.
Yes.
Those are things that I have to. I have to work on. Just
like sometimes I just want to vent. Like he's literally my best friend, so sometimes like I just want to mouth vomit all my stresses. Like I just want to tell you, just be able to get it off my chest and it'll make me feel better.
Yep. So.
I was going. Next question.
It's cool.
Hold on.
Hopefully I made you guys feel a bit better about things that you might argue about in your relationship. And
Facts.
we're all human. We all have things to work on. But as long as
That's
you're
true.
open to working on them, bruh.
Close your eyes.
Why I gotta close my eyes? Why we gotta do it this way?
Ooh.
Oh, what's this one?
The gray one, I think,
one
is
is-
life. No, it's past.
Oh no. I don't
no.
I honestly, I don't like talking about the past. If anybody who knows me, like any of my friends that might be watching this right now, like you guys know, I like talking about the present or the future. Why?
So do
Because
I.
if you talk about the present and the future,
That's where you're
you're
living your head.
optimistic. If you talk about if you're living in the present and the past, you're pessimistic. Just letting you know.
Just letting you know. That's a long one.
This one says, if you could pick one
Oh,
year.
you have 2 cards. Oh no, you don't have 2.
Oh wait.
Oh,
I
you do have 2 cards.
I didn't feel it. If you can pick one year of your life to do over, which year would you pick and why? All right, this is a good question.
That's a good one.
I like this one. All right, go ahead.
If I could pick one year to completely do
over, which year would you pick and why? Sheesh, man, that's tough.
I've had a lot of years.
No, we don't. That's the problem. This is like, if I was 45, all right? I think this would,
Yeah, that's hard. Like, I'm only 20.
yeah.
Like, I feel like I've had some kind of rough years, but like, I don't have that many years to pick from.
Sheesh, man.
If I can do a whole year over, not even like a few months.
Nah, just a whole year, fam. Like, this is like a
Like,
once in a
future.
lifetime chance. You have the key to change your entire year.
2019. The reason I picked 2019 is because we had a lot of issues going on with our roommates back in Patchogue. Like, rent wasn't being paid. You and I were having issues even finding food. Like, we were just struggling a lot. Even like eviction stuff. It was just a lot of chaos. A lot of bad job experiences. It was just a whole bunch of stuff that I wish, if was possible to do over. Like, if you and I could have gotten our own apartment somehow, or maybe have gotten a car a little bit earlier if we were more stable with our finances.
Right.
I feel like 2019 would have been a completely different year
Okay.
without that.
I could agree. I could agree. Is that?
That's my final answer.
So I can agree to that. Now, if I were to answer the question, what comes to mind is, yes, 2019. Like, first of all, I don't want to change anything. 2 videos ago, I said that I wouldn't want to change anything. I think that the way that our come up was perfect because we learned so much stuff on the way. But if I had to, I would either do over, like she said, 2019, because we struggled a lot. We were eating
Butter noodles for a while.
butter noodles, tuna, PB&J,
Yeah.
like anything that was cheap. Grilled cheese with tomatoes, tomato
Like
sauce,
60 cents tomato soup.
tomato soup. Yeah, there you go. So like, literally, we were struggling a lot. We didn't have a car for literally the entire year up until. With that being said, 2019 was a very stressful, struggle year. Like, and if I could do it over, I would do it over with the knowledge that I had today. Because then basically, we already have the knowledge on how to get a car, on how to where to live. You know, what job do I want to get? What field of work do I want to be
How to
in?
finance
Like
money
how to find it,
properly.
how to budget. What's the proper camera for YouTube and all this type of stuff, right? So like all that stuff, I could have done better. But also, there's another year that I think 2017. It's very hard because the reason why I say 2017, because in 2017, I joined the Marine Corps, and I feel like I love the Marine Corps, but I don't think I was born to be a full-time Marine. Like that's why I went reserve, and I honestly couldn't predict that 2020 was gonna go down the way it went down. So with going back and forth to drill and all this virtual stuff and just like, and the fact that I can't grow my hair out, I can't get
tattoos if you want
tattoos in
to.
certain places. Like it's pretty restricting, and plus like by the time that I get out and I'm able to travel to places that I couldn't travel to before because there's restrictions on the military and blah blah blah, I'm gonna be literally a few months away from being 26. So for me, that kind of sucks. Like that sucks for me. Like I don't want to be 26 when I'm getting out. I'm just gonna have a couple years and then I'm having kids. I'm having a baby, most likely from there. And honestly, I want to live a little bit prior to having a child. We can live, we can do things. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's some Marines probably watching this, like, yeah, what is he talking about? Like, what? But there are slight restrictions that I would want to let up.
You just want to be completely free.
So it's a bit, yeah. So would I not be a Marine today if I could do that year over? Maybe I wouldn't be a Marine with the knowledge that I have now, with the prerequisite knowledge I have now. So those 2 years. If
that's a good one.
One or the other, I would have to choose one of those. I'm not even gonna look either. I don't want to know which category you're at.
Relationship.
Why you keep choosing the edge?
I don't know. I didn't think I chose the edge. Ooh, this is an interesting one.
Okay. What do you say?
How would your ex-partner of your last serious relationship describe you?
I'll go first.
I mean, yeah, I picked the question.
Oh, sheesh.
That's a toughie.
How would she describe me?
Is it like
Bro,
currently
are you watching
now?
this video right now? No, I'm playing.
Is it like describing you now, or like?
It's just how would they describe me as a person, as
like
as
in general,
as an entity. I don't think we left off on a truly horrible foot. It was bad because we were stupid and immature. And like, even when Mel and I started our relationship, stupid and immature. Even right now, I'm stupid and immature. But
there you go. Those are two right there. Stupid and immature.
But I don't think she would say that. I think she would say Arius was always talented. But to be completely honest, I don't hang out with people and I work on art at home. So that's why I know a lot of things about art. So talented in that region. And I think she would say I'm hard-headed. I think it would be hard-headed and talented. Yeah, I think that would be the two that she would call me. Hard-headed and talented.
You're definitely hard-headed. I would agree with her on that. If she would say that you're hard-headed.
Stubborn.
I'm pretty stubborn too. I think maybe that's why we clash so much. We're both really stubborn. Don't even start making that face. We're both really, really stubborn.
And who more stubborn? Who's more? You be in denial like every day, bro.
Do you see?
You be in denial like every day, bro. Like literally every day. Every day. I'm like, yo, like that's mine. No, that's mine. I'm like, yo, literally.
Yo, you're wildin'.
I'll be like, yo, literally.
Tripping.
Literally. Nah, I'm playing anyway. How would your ex describe you?
Describe me.
Did you even have a serious relationship before this?
I did.
Serious?
Well, I guess the most serious relationship you could say for me was only 9 months, really, and then I moved to PA. He would probably describe me as, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe myself. I would probably say fun, because he was really boring. He didn't really do anything. So I always dragged him places. I would say he would say I was fun, but he would also probably call me stubborn too. I'd probably say he'd think I was stubborn.
Okay.
So yeah.
If I had to be honest, I think I'm the fun one.
He is. He really is. I feel like I'm like a mom. Like I feel like I don't do a lot of stuff, and he's always like, "Can we go?"
It's like, I'm taking you on a trip today.
Can we go? And I'm like,
I'm taking you on a trip.
but I'm tired.
Let's go on a trip right now.
My back hurt.
Damn. If he labeled you fun, the hell? So he was a rock.
He didn't really do that much.
Ready?
We didn't even pick a green one. Oh my god! You picked a pax one again.
Oh no.
What's this one say? What is it?
Were any of your past relationships toxic? Explain.
Oh, is that why you made that face?
Any of your past relationships toxic?
Yes.
Yeah, this is not a good. This is not good.
Yes.
For the YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Here.
Yes.
If I had to answer that short, yeah. Explain.
Explain. I think it was my last toxic relationship was the one when I was here, and that was barely even like 2 months. That wasn't even like 2 months.
So what's wrong with him?
It was like he's just an a-hole.
What do you do?
He slept with someone else.
So that's toxic.
I think that's toxic. It's not healthy nature.
I mean, like,
I consider that pretty toxic.
I feel like that's stupid. Like, that's horrible. But I don't know. Toxic is like, it depends on what your definition of toxic is, really. Cause
Nah, I feel that he's toxic. Toxico.
I guess so. I guess I could say my last relationship was toxic. The reason being is because, like, a lesson for everybody out there, like, you guys, I feel like you guys think that you love unconditionally, but be planting mad conditions into, like, putting so many seeds of condition
The nasty seeds.
into your relationship. Like, and what I mean by that is, like, I'm not gonna date you unless we can live here. Or, like,
That's so deep.
if you're gonna be a doctor, we can't date because you're gonna be in school too much, you're gonna be away too much.
Yeah.
Or if you're gonna be a Marine, like, like, we can't do it because you're gonna be out so much. You're gonna be, so how are you loving conditionally, unconditionally, but you put in so many conditions. So, like, that's all it was. My last relationship, it was like,
that makes a lot of sense.
it was like, if you're gonna be a Marine, if you're not gonna go to college here, if you're not gonna be in this profession, we're not gonna be a thing.
And that's really silly.
So for me, it was like, if you're gonna be putting conditions on something, I feel like that's toxic because you can't tell me you love me or you tell me you care about me, but then want me to do this and that. And like I said, we were young, stupid.
Yeah.
I'm still young and stupid.
It really comes down to finding the person that really fits for you. Like, some people might not have wanted to talk to you because you're a Marine, but I saw that and I was like, okay, well, that's just part of the package. Like, that's just, it is what it is. You live in New York, I live in PA. We live far, but that's just what it is.
Yeah, for real.
Like, you just have to find the person that's okay with all the situations and just work with it.
We'll
We
do
haven't
that.
had any green.
All right, we'll do green. All right, go ahead. Always gotta pick the top one. Why you always gotta pick the top?
I don't want the top one, I want this bottom one. I can't get it. Okay. This is kind of simple. Okay, let me show you guys. Would you prefer we share a bank account or keep it separate? Explain.
So I would prefer we have both. I prefer we have separate bank accounts and we have shared bank accounts. Explain.
Yes.
I feel like having a shared bank account, solely a shared bank account, is dangerous. I'm a loan specialist, and being that I'm a loan specialist, I deal with this type of stuff all the time. It's dangerous if you're in a toxic relationship. We just covered that.
Yeah, they've been stealing your money.
Yeah, for real. So one dude called in. He was like, "Yo, man, she cleaned me out." I was like, "Wait, what?" Like, it's like, man, she cleaned me out.
Is that really what he said?
I don't have anything in my bank account right now. We had a shared bank account, and she closed it, and
She closed it?
yeah, it was crazy. When you want to go do things, like you want to go get a car or you want to go get, you want to get a car, you want to get a personal loan, all that type of stuff. Sometimes when you have joint bank accounts and they can't prove income, or like there's little things that, like, having only a joint bank account can restrict you on or make things more difficult. So it's always nice to have your own bank account and have a joint bank account at the same time, depending. You know what I mean?
I think that's really smart. Like, for me, I don't mind having a shared bank account. But it also comes down to, like, let's say I want to get him something or I want to, like, surprise him with something, and then he's like, oh yeah, I just got a $150 notification at whatever store.
That's what I was also thinking.
Or like,
yeah.
like even like, let's say we get that 1,000 subscribers and we start making money off of YouTube. Like that, I don't mind having like a shared bank account with. But like, let's say I want to do like my own little sponsorships, or like I want to do like my own little stuff, then I would put that in my own bank account because that's the money that I need.
Like, what do I have?
And then our shared money,
right,
we would put in.
Like, why do I have the rights to the money that you earned, like your hard-earned cash? Some people are gonna watch this video and be like, "Dang, Aries has really bad trust issues when it comes to finances." That's not.
No, it's
that's
not
what the case is.
We look at our own money right now, like
we look at we look at our money like it is both of our money. Like, I wouldn't have any problem having one joint, but like I said, there are benefits to having a joint and benefits to having your own bank account when you want to go get car a personal loan, when you want to buy a gift for
Surprise
your specific
someone, yeah.
your significant other, and you don't want to, like there are benefits to having your own bank account. So for me, both. That's the way to do it. Like you have two.
I agree with that.
And you have your joint.
I'm
you know
glad we're
what
on the same page with that.
Right. So that is it.
How did you like the questions?
I actually like this because it really has me thinking about things that I otherwise wouldn't have thought. So I like that, and I think we're gonna make this like a thing on YouTube.
Yeah, if you guys want to hear more questions and see us answer more juicy information.
Yeah. It's not juicy. We're not answering no juicy questions.
It's juicy questions.
We're not answering no juicies.
No juicies?
We're not answering no juicies.
I'm not talking about those. I'm just saying these questions in general are juicy. It's
No,
a
they're
deep
not.
conversation.
Your definition of juicy and my definition of juicy.
What's your definition of juicy?
These cars.
Nasty.
These cars ain't good, man. But anyways, like we always say, make sure you drop a like if you like this video. Comment down below maybe something that maybe your favorite question or answering the questions, whatever you want to do. And we, like I said, we might make this a thing, or maybe not make it a thing. Let us know if you would like this to be a thing on our channel.
Facts.
And we'll continue to.
I think that'd be fun if
to
we
do
did.
these. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Get yourself some best self intimacy questions.
Go ahead.
We're not sponsored.
Other than that, we love y'all. We're gonna see you when we see. Peace.